Next up, Covenant 25. Wildwood Sap, Vent and Snare. Good old Awoken Hellhorned. These are very useful cards to start out with. We fight Sap Seraph. Gnarlroot versus Scorching Restraints. These are two powerful relics that benefit entirely different archetypes. And now I wish I looked at my champion first. Because Gnarlroot is a lot better when we have the Rejuvenate champion available. Okay. Later, awesome. This is not an easy choice. I like both of these relics a bit, but not that much. Honestly, I think Scorching Restraints is just a better relic, but it's a bit harder to make use of in Awoken main clan. We do have a bunch of regen. Let's go Rejuvenate. The enemies enter with armor 10, that should be fine. We will have trouble dealing with them, but it's not like they will do a huge amount of damage to us. I do want to set up on the top floor, if at all possible, to give me enough time to stack regen that we can beat the boss. I mean, it's not gonna help much, but might as well. Let's place the train steward here. And another train steward here. This will actually kill one more clergyman. Let's keep you on this floor. No, don't leave me behind, boss! Too late. Poor guy. Got left behind by his boss. Restoration, Detonation, Sharpen and Sting. This is an easy sharpen. Resto Deto is not bad, but I think Sharpen is what we need here. Sharpen deals with backlines. Armor is not gonna be that helpful, even though imps are decent with Scorching Restraints. Hornbreak can be quite good. Early on, when I started playing, I was like, Hornbreak is not that great. I mean, it's just a glorified torch. I almost never picked it. Now I think Hornbreak is so good. I almost always want a Hornbreak in my deck. Not too many of them, but one or maybe two is fine. And I've actually come to like this Branded Warrior card quite a bit. I wanna play around with it a bit more. It's not actually bad. It's probably also a card I underestimated. Spell upgrades versus unit upgrades. Vents need an upgrade, Sharpen wants a cost reduction, Hornbreak needs some damage as well. So the spell upgrades would be nice. The unit upgrades wouldn't be bad either, with the Branded Warrior definitely wanting multi-strike. Or at least a bit the more starting rage. Do have the option to go for another Merchant of Steel here. Maybe that means I should go to the Merchant of Magic. That also makes the dupe next floor a bit more appealing. Deranged Brute. I'm interested. It's probably about the only unit I can imagine off the top of my head I would have taken here. I'm not that interested in the large upgrades, I just want a bunch of the small ones. Hi Implored Alex, welcome. Let's start out with a bunch of torches. I guess setting up on the middle floor has some advantages here. Setting up on the top is still best. Let's root you so we have some time to draw into... Actually, rooting you means the deranged brute will get a kill. Not this turn, but next turn. Let's remove some of these guys. We will play a Vent here, so no need to play the Hornbreak on any of these guys. And let's play out these two Drain Cure. We actually get the kill here. And it's time to start up attacking Regen. Hi 2Puff GG. I'm doing fine. Great actually, thank you. I do want to remove this spike conduit. None of these are exciting. We don't really need a steel enhancer. We do have decent scaling in theory with the rage gain. Fledgling Imp. It's another decent rage card. Hidden Passage, we could overstack things instead of getting capacity. Just move the hidden the deranged brute or the branded warrior up with the hidden passage. I like that. That means imps are gonna be less appealing to us. And now, especially with the deranged brute also in the mix, I definitely want these upgrades. You know, that's not bad. Maybe here instead. If I buy this, I might not be able to afford multi-strike. So do I want to reroll first and then... My Fury Stone is actually too good. It's too good right now. We do not need to miss out on multi-strike. I will actually buy a large stone because our plan is to ascend someone. Probably on the branded warrior. Protects him against sweep and spikes. Okay. Do we want the stave? I kinda do. It would be 2 extra energy at each turn. We would have to remove... No, we don't. We have the 4 black cards exactly. 2 extra energy a turn is nice. I think it's better here. One Hornstorm? Possibly. Could certainly happen. With the extra energy from the stave. I could see me taking one of these. Double explosives. It's a bit annoying. I guess Branded Warrior can take a beating here on the bottom floor. He does have a decent amount of health. But we need to ascend him as soon as possible. Because he won't be able to take that damage for that long. Restore here, cleans the floor. Went on the bottom floor seems fine. Can also remove some damage from the sentient. And then we restore this guy. Keep him alive a bit longer. In case we don't draw the hidden passage. But we do. Healing up the backliner isn't important here. I do want to kill this guy. I also want to kill the explosives. There is another vent in the deck, but we're not guaranteed to get it next turn. We are short on damage to kill this Forge Disciple. The Sentient survives with 1 HP and then Regen heals her back up some, but not quite enough. We could hedge and play the Sharpen on this guy, so these guys would mostly die to him. I like that hedge. Not so great with the bomb here on the top though. We definitely went on this floor. Let's also ensnare this guy. Top the conduit. And play another Transient here. Then Giant Vent. We actually already have enough damage thanks to the spikes. And a lot of extra regen here, that makes me very happy. We don't get the Slay with the Branded Warrior, but I think he has enough attack to win against Daedalus. Wildwood Tome, Channel Song, Shard Channeler. It's not Shard Channeler. Channel Song. We only have 2 units right now, and we are unlikely to pick that many more. Unless we get something like Holdover on the Ascent. Wildwood Tome could be quite good though. Ooh, spicy! Yeah, now that our Slay guy is actually big, Wildwood Tome is nice. Another deranged brute. Okay, I can see that. Now I kinda wish I had taken the Channel Song, but we do have Ember, we don't need capacity as much, we won't draw. With the stave you want as much draw as possible. To spend your energy for one, but also to draw past the lights. Regen restores extra health, seems useful. Not super insane, but decent. Torches are actually the worst. Let's get more rejuvenate damage. Heaven Seal. I think we can do this. A bit annoying is that we basically have to set up on the second floor, but there are absolvers here, so... this floor is capacity reduced. Let's play both the range brute here actually. Train steward on top and then... maybe I shouldn't have played the train steward to kill this absolver. But now the train steward actually proves its worth. Let's play out its weight of contrition. Wildwood Sap, I don't want to play the restore so I can get a slay here. Sharpen also prevents that. So we sharpen one of these guys to prevent the Quill Marksman from ascending. This guy is a bit of a problem. Would be. We don't get the slay either way, so might as well start use the Wildwood Comb this turn. If we torch this guy, he will die to the spikes. That's very important to me. He's annoying otherwise. You are already pretty hurt. Let's move you up. And let's protect you. We kill this guy. And with the restores we will have the slay from the quick here. And now we can start growing our board. Let's remove one of these guys and root the other. Play a train steward. Keep the regen up. I think our sentient will be tanky enough, but yeah, a little bit more regen wouldn't hurt. Oh, Ingraft is pretty good. Quite a nice damage spell. Tiresome climb. I mean, we can use it as emergency ascent for brutes. Doesn't matter if they are stunned. And honestly, at this point, I'm mostly looking at unit upgrades. We have the Pyrestone housing and our units are very powerful. A second large stone might make it a bit difficult to set up, because right now we can set these up on a 5 capacity floor, or Sentient goes on the middle floor. The range brew goes on the bottom floor, and then these two go depending on the capacity of the floors, so... yeah, we might as well. We do have the upgrade slots available. And there's multi-strike for our branded warrior. And Rage on the deranged brute is still quite good. It's getting a bit harder to play all these trade stewards, so I will remove one. But torches are still worse in general. The Crystal Cloak. That's a bit annoying. We need a bunch of regen on our champion. Capacity reduced is the top floor. I think we want to set up on the top 2 floors here. Let's also separate these guys. How much damage do we have here? 70 right now. Probably not gonna get much higher than that until we manage to ascend a unit. So let's ascend you, because we can easily kill you. Don't really want to ensnare either of them. Maybe I should have used the ensnare instead. No, the ensnare is a bit worse. I would like to draw an extra card next turn, but rooting any of these is a bit... I guess I can still root you and kill you with the unit I deploy here on this floor. He's dazed after all. It's actually almost enough to kill the backline even. It's actually enough to kill the backline. That's pretty impressive. Can we get a second sleigh? Can deal 19 damage to this guy, 14 to the front. No, that wouldn't work out. But we would take less damage that way, so... No, actually, this guy stays on 1 health. We do get another 3 rage after the first hit, which is 12 damage. So we hit for 93. Double slay. And now the top floor is basically only important against the boss. But it will be pretty important against the boss, because we need to be able to tank the stealth. If we send you up, we won't be able to get all these sleighs here. But there's almost no incoming damage right now. Let's ascend the Branded Warrior. Hi Kuta! Welcome! Let's play these Wildwood Saps. And ascend the Brute as well. And I will take the 1 damage to the Vengeful Shard here, to guarantee another point of regen on my champ. Regen. Well, we do have the Bloating Fungus, so we only need 6 regen a turn. 7 regen. We only need 7 regen to counter the damage the Crystal Cloak does, and we have way more than that, so we are more than fine. And then this guy comes in and finishes the job. Healing spells cast on this floor cost -1 Ember. While I would like that, it doesn't seem necessary with the amount of Ember we generate, so I will skip on that and take an Invigorating Solution instead. Imps don't really work that well for us. Branding Rai could be useful, but most of the time it won't. Our units are already tanky enough to survive spikes or sweep, so I'm not that worried. Not that interested in giving them armor. Trinkets, there could be some amazing ones, like Rage doesn't decay, Rejuvenate, Resonating Shard. These, not really. Let's look at the Concealed Caverns first. Maybe we get some more gold. Purge a card, gain a card. Let's keep purging these torches. Hellhorned versus Awoken. What would I want from Hellhorned? Not much, to be honest. Dark Deal would be nice. It's also not that many cards I really want from Awoken. Let's go with Hellhorned. One Hornstorm? Yeah, I will take it. Yeah, this event seems like it's somewhat rare. Also, I'm honored it chose me to watch before sleep, Gustav. If I reroll, I might not be able to afford anything, and check strips is generally not bad. It's just that this deck doesn't really need a check strips. Let's reroll. I'm not too sad to miss out on these. Let's remove the final torch and one more train steward. And then we are mostly done with removals. The other two train stewards would be nice. These Absolvers again. Middle floor is capacity reduced. Could set up these two on the middle floor right now. I guess that's the best way to go about this. Allows us to kill this statue right away. I definitely want to vent on this bottom floor. Let's get the regen going. And then we went here. Right, that's the not spell, the non-magic power went. Well, good thing we have all this extra energy. One Wildwood Tome, very nice. Let's play the Vengeful Shard. And if we went for 8 or more damage, which is guaranteed with the upgraded event, we will get the double kill here. But I can't ascend the deranged brute just yet, because otherwise we will lose the extra rage damage here, which is required this turn. I would love to play the One Horned Tome here, but it's just not really necessary, so might as well wait with that. If I went with the small vent here instead of the big one, we will get an extra slay against this Absolver. Yeah, I like my I like my chat as well. They are very wholesome and helpful. I do want to get the big damage here. Don't want to engraft my champion and kill this guy. That would mean I would miss out on some rage. You know what? Let's give you another multi-strike to finish this combat. I guess Unleash the Wildwood is pretty okay. And we want more control. Spell upgrades would still be nice, especially double stack. But relics, I think relics are the best way for us to scale in damage, so we go to the right. Summon abilities, we don't have any of these. Firebox might sometimes be useful. Most of the times not that much, but this is a lot of extra ember if we take that. One more ember turn. We do have the draw to support it. Let's take it. That's a lot of extra attack on our units. I do want to remove one of these Vengeful Shards now. I could instead dupe a blind for even more ember, but that seems a bit excessive. I will dupe the Hidden Passage. It's very important for me. And I want to draw it early. Also, I will take the draw here. We don't really rely on the Rejuvenate at all anymore. So the extra draw might help us spend all that ember and draw past the annoying Scourges and Blights. These Shade Wings with 8 extra attack are actually super scary. I mean, we have a pretty tanky champion, but these guys kill her in a single turn of combat. That's frightening. I do want to separate one of these from the others. Let's use the more powerful one on the top. Let's use the Wildwood Home here. This is the weak vent, so I have to play it now, otherwise it won't kill the Shade Wings. And if it doesn't kill the Shade Wings, we are in trouble. Let's heal up. And we will vent here to kill the Shade Wings, so we will only take 26 damage. We will get a Slay on the Steel Wings as well. But before that I will ascend another Shade Wings too, so he gets caught in the vent as well. You like this run? I'm glad, I do as well. It's very unique. This wave! Holy! That's That's a crazy wave. These guys deal 13, 26. Each of these deals 46, so that's 72, 118, 126 damage in combat, plus another 10 from the Wild Wings. Ouch! If we... We need some more damage against this guy, that's for sure. Maybe it's time to ascend you. Honestly, I think, yeah. Sure, the deranged brute will die. Well, not necessarily. I do have another turn to draw into ascend. Let's save this guy. And let's destroy this floor. First, some spikes here. Yeah. And a bunch of regen here. Let's also remove this guy. We do actually have enough regen to heal the damage from the Gilded Wing. So basically we don't need to do anything here. I would like to unleash the Wildwood. And finally, well, I can also another restore here to keep the regen up. Another Wildwood Tome, that's not necessary. Let's just skip here. Spikes aren't really important then to us either, so... We do have a bunch of decent consume spells. I don't mind an Impit Collar here. The Ascent on the boss to Pyre Room. Yeah, that would have killed us. Honestly, I don't really need to dupe anything here. I think we can just go for the unit upgrades, maybe get multi-strike on another one of these brutes or something like that. Guild Marker, reduce the cost by 25%. 240 gold, so we would need to spend about 720 gold after that, which is pretty much exactly the amount we have. Unbroken Horn, not necessary. We don't have any X-cost spells or anything like that. We do have Went, but Went doesn't benefit. Went consumes the Ember we amassed, and almost doesn't benefit from it, so... nope to these. Not interested. Multi-strike, very interested. Attack for this guy. Let's also give you some health. No. Actually, yes. And then we remove these train stewards. And finally we remove one of the vengeful shards. because we don't need 7 of them. We already get the maximum energy on with the 6 instead. I could even afford another relic here, but the only thing that would do anything at all is the cursed vines, and I don't want that one. It's actually not beneficial for us. Am I dropping frames? No, the bitrate seems constant. I don't think I'm dropping frames. It might be your internet, Alex. Or does anyone else feel like I am dropping frames? Tell me if that's the case. Okay, we got all our units in the opening hand. Let's set this thing up then. The aggressive deranged brute and the defensive deranged brute. And I guess we want to save the damage to them. And we get all our units on the first turn, and then we get both the 2 ascents in the next. That could not have gone better. No quick yet, so this guy dies before we can get the slay with the branded warrior anyways. Let's went here. There's quick, and I think we do want it. Yeah, we do want it. We even get the double slay here. We haven't played the top tier consume spell yet, which would obviously be One-Horned Tome. So we might as well keep this in around for a bit longer. We are not growing fast enough for a flying kill on Covenant 25. It's not impossible, but it's highly unlikely. Well, with all the ascents we have available, could happen. Don't really care about ensnaring any of these. No, that's actually fine. There's our One-Horned Tome, and we should definitely play it. And let's play the Vengeful Shard as well. Oh really? The app runs smoother? Good to know, because I sometimes have trouble with stuttering streams as well. Our Sentient is already hitting for almost 100 damage. This rage scaling is a lot more impressive than I thought it would be. Too bad I just flew past my ascent. Well, it's just extra regen. Final wave. Oh well, we can still accelerate the process a little bit. Get a slightly better score. Actually, I want to see how much rage I'll get on this guy. 304, 360, 379. Yeah, okay. Branded Warrior is actually pretty impressive if you can make it work. That worked pretty well. New personal record, rooted applied 11. Seriously? If I had root split mask a single time, I should have beaten that already, but apparently I never picked that relic. Yeah, Branded Warrior really carried this run hard, especially with the help of the Range Brute. If you can get Branded Warrior a decent amount of base damage as well as multi-strike, then he can actually snowball so hard with the Slay trigger. And as a nice side benefit, he also buffs the other units, which can make it harder for him to get slays. Quick certainly helped a lot with that, because otherwise, oftentimes my champion would already kill the front unit. But even then, he can still get slays on the backline also. I probably underestimate the Branded Warrior because just looking at him, it seems like it's not really worth scaling him enough to get the slays consistently, because the effect seems relatively minor. And it probably is with just looking at him by baseline, but the upgrades just work very well with him. Um, yeah, so very interesting deck. It was very Hellhorned heavy, but we also used the defense tools from Awoken. Offense from Hellhorned, defense from Awoken, basically as it should be in this clan combination. Certainly there are other ways with things like Animus of Will, Razor Sharp Edge, scaling, and armor gain, or something like that. But this feels more natural.